Before y'all watch this important interview with Wack 100's right-hand woman, Keita Trotter, I want to give y'all a quick background story of my experience with Wack 100 and Jason Lee before I got banned on Clubhouse, and they definitely had hands in it.
When Jason asked the question, I'm like, yeah, that's the dude Sam, right? When I'm saying Sam, everybody's hitting my back channel to give me his name. But look, this is Jason. I think you can relate to this. This came from Keita, and this is real shit. Sam don't realize he's crossed over. Sam is the Hollywood Unlocked of Clubhouse. Now, Jason, we watched you create that behind all the other giants. Everybody was already moved. TMZ, all the blogs was moving heavy, right? It's not a day I don't see at least 5 notifications pop up on my Instagram with information from Hollywood Unlocked and giving me detailed information on what it is they're posting. So that's a compliment, Sam, on some real shit.
The nigga Jason just started drama with me out of nowhere just to have a reason to go against me and, do the behind the scene fuck shit to get me banned and whatnot.
Hit his feelings. Why you keep moving me?
I'm not moving, nigga. Shut up.
You are, nigga. Okay.
Bitch, I'll get your whole fucking life deleted off internet.
Man, get the fuck out.
I try.
That Macy.
I mean, you can see, but my only thing is that's just one person, and it's like 100 of those people.
Sam Vito needs to be banned off this app. I'm gonna tell you why. I'll say it. That nigga's a trash box.
So Jason wanted to know who was the top guy on Clubhouse. I was shutting shit down. Them niggas was coming in as celebrities, and we was able to turn regular folks into Clubhouse celebrities. So we was getting more numbers than them, and they couldn't figure it out. They couldn't play the game fair, so they used their connects to just get niggas banned so that they can be able to, just monopolize Clubhouse. And as you can see right now, Clubhouse is Wack 100. But before all of that happened, I had already had a conversation with Wack where Wack told me, that he has all these tapes of Ray J and Kim. And he actually released those tapes on IG. So Wack, does Ray J get any benefits from the tape being out or not?
I mean, the tape, what? You know how much money, nigga? Nigga, that tape do $1 million, nigga, on a bag year. Don't let one of them do something. You gotta understand, that shit ain't just on no CDC, on no DVD, nigga. That shit is available. People watching that shit, streaming that shit, paying to watch that shit. I mean, that was just business. It was a business move.
So everybody was in on this shit, huh?
Listen, man, I bet you that attorney ain't gonna say nothing.
I don't like this angle that I'm at.
The tycoon, Kimberly Kardashian. This on the Cabo 3 tape.
So is that the last Cabo, or is this the...
No, this is like right when we was leaving.
Oh, this isn't the...
This is gonna be, this about to be for the DVD.
And then fast forward, that's when we got the whole him and Kanye, getting the tapes back to Kanye. According to his right-hand woman, Kanye got the tapes from Wack, not Ray J. And as y'all can see, Ray J says he's being lied on.
Just get here? I thought you were already here. In New York.
Well, I had to go to LA and come back.
Oh.
So I just traveled to get something for Kim.
You went all the way to LA to get something for Kim?
Mm-hmm.
You were something else. What did you get?
Well, that's what she wants to show you.
Oh. Kim?
Hey, guys.
Hi.
Hey, girl. I wanted to show you guys.
Yeah.
Because I was just going to cry, so I didn't want to. Cry. But I can cry because I don't have anything to cry. So Kanye flew home last night. And he came back this morning. I want to show you guys what he got me. Gorgeous.
Oh my God.
I want to show you guys what he got me. He got me all of the sex tape back.
Oh my God.
And he flew home and got the computer. It was on the hard drive. And Met up with Ray J at the airport and got it all back for me. Oh, Kim. Oh my God. That's amazing.
How you gonna bring me to SNL and kiss the dude you dating right in front of me? And everybody's like, oh, that's cool. After I went and got the laptop from Ray J myself that night, right? And then got on a red eye. I met this man at the airport, then got on a red eye, came back, delivered it to her at 8 a.m. in the morning. And then I gave it to her and she cried when she saw it. You know why she cried when she seen that laptop? Because it represents how much she's been used.
And as you can see on Clubhouse, it was Wack and Jason Lee like this. So even Jason Lee coming on the app, it's like, yo, Wack, who's running the shit? Wack is like a Sambito, right? So it lets y'all know the alliance that they have. So you shouldn't be surprised that, Wack gets Kanye the tapes back and somehow Jason Lee becomes head of media for Kanye. A lot of this is alleged, right? But y'all are going to hear from Wack 100's right-hand woman, who has provided a lot of service and has been loyal to Wack, but now she want to come out and tell her story because they fell apart. And she's saying, it's because of Big U, because Wack wants her to choose between him and Big U. And she's always going to ride for Big U because Big U is blood. That's family.
It had everything to do with him and Big U. It had absolutely nothing to do with Keita. And I was thrown in the middle.
But I'm saying, like, do you and Wack, like, do y'all just always beef and then squash shit? Is this
no, so 99, this is the 1% right now. 99% of the time, we're fucking joking. This is the first time it ever been him calling me bitches and me calling him bitch ass niggas. This has been the first time in my life.
Ever.
It has never happened till now.
How long have you known him for?
Since I was 15.
Like because I know you talked about how Big U raised you. Would you consider Wack 100 as somebody that raised you too?
No.
So, like, how did y'all develop that relationship? Like, because you was 15.
Okay, so let me explain to you. I already knew Wack from hanging in the Fringe. You feel me? I had not talked to him in years because I used to hang with a gang of Bloods back in the day. A lot of people know, but Crips and Bloods get along in LA. It ain't never been no funk. It ain't never been no beef. You feel me? I knew him from them. When I started working for
you cutting off.
Cool. I said, I start back talking.
You in the Matrix a little bit. You in the Matrix a little bit. So can you go somewhere where you have like good service?
Yeah, hold on. My bad. I'm fucking driving. So
because we don't want to miss a word.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, perfect.
So I met him I had already knew him through the Brims, through a rapper named G Nut. He used to help manage Ty Dolla $ign. I used to hang with Ty Dolla $ign and YG and all that. You get what I'm saying? So I already knew Wack, but I hadn't talked to Wack in years. So I got reintroduced to him years later through Big U. You get what I'm saying? So that's how it became you older than me, you do uncle shit, so you're like an uncle, but he ain't my real uncle.
Okay, so it wasn't nothing through your mom, just street shit. That's how you know Wack.
No, my mom just met him.
Oh, okay. But your mom actually knows Big U. You know Big U. That's your uncle type shit.
Yes, correct.
Got you. Now, so you know Wack always like if Wack is talking in 3 minutes, he's gonna say he's been Pyru for 33 years. Like, for the
nigga, I mean, shit, he probably have. He been a blood as long as I fucking know him. So that's not hard.
Do you believe him? Do you believe him?
Yeah, but I don't believe what he went to jail for.
What did he go to jail for?
Shit, I don't fucking know. Do you? Nobody knows.
I don't know. We don't know, Keita.
Think real hard. You know what everybody else went to jail for. But him, so really think hard about it. But this shit he on now is just some clown shit. Like, and it's like I played a dummy. I'm going to admit it. I thought the shit he had going on with Krishan, right? With the Krishan Rock girl. I'm like, man, he ain't getting at that girl like that. That was weird. I was kind of dumb. You get what I'm saying? Because he reached out to me to beat her the fuck up.
And like, is this some shit that he always does? Like, he hits you up to beat up bitches, or this is like the first time?
You want to check your DM? So you could go to Google and look at the date. Him and Krishan got into it, and then look at the date on the screenshot.
Yo! Yo! Can I read this out?
Sure.
Hey, yo, listen. Let me tell y'all, man. This shit right here is funny. So Wack hits up Keita and says, "Need like 4 of you for a service. Get them together, please."
Yeah, so I'm confused now. I was your hitter. I was your driver and your shooter. You shouldn't turn on that person because who you gonna call now?
So you was beating up bitches for Wack?
Man, I've been doing that shit for years.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Like, can you talk about any bitch that you beat up? You know, we don't want you to incriminate yourself, but if you feel comfortable, you
Man, I wouldn't give a fuck. I done already went to jail for that shit and some other shit. That shit is old.
You went to jail over Wack?
Not over Wack, but I went in jail because I ran up in a nurse's. The bitch was like a dental assistant. And I guess he had issues with the bitch. And I ran up in the dental little office while she was doing somebody's teeth. Me and my cousin. And, you know, I kind of got caught for the shit. You know what I mean? I ain't going to blame him for it. That was my dumbass decision.
But it was kind of like doing it for him in a way like he got issues, so you going to handle it for him.
Correct.
Got you. So this girl that you're talking about right now, that's Blueface's chick, right?
Yeah, so she did break in the house. She did get found in a pool. She was doing like little weird shit, but if you think about it now, how weird could she have been? And it's like I kind of got blindsided by the shit. You feel me? But where I put 2 and 2 together is when she got out of jail, he bailed her out. And I'm like, okay, you done bailed the bitch out. You're back talking to this bitch. Y'all taking pictures. You flying her out. You done got her fucking hair done by Jonathan. So I'm kind of like, is this nigga dumb or is this nigga retarded? It's not her that's the problem. It's Blueface that's the fucking problem. Well, where I have a problem is you was going to have, and it's a good thing I was smart, Beto, because you was finna have a woman that's 35 beat up a girl that's 19. Think about that, Beto. Look at the message.
Yeah, that message is crazy. He said a service. So that's how y'all do in LA? Need like 4 of you for a service. Yo.
I mean, it's always a service. He got into it with Suge Knight niece, Polly. I don't think y'all know her. Her Instagram is Mae West. He got into it with her and tried to pay me 10 bands to fight her.
Whew.
If you recall, y'all can actually go to Google right now while y'all hear me talking and look up Ray J gets into it with Suge Knight's niece. Her name is Polly. Instagram is Mae West 310. She's like a real reputable OG Pyru. So I ended up telling her what the situation was, and she was like, yeah, niece, that's how that nigga was gonna do me. Mind you, nobody in LA fuck with him. I was the last man standing.
That's crazy. So like, does he have other women that do what you do?
No, nigga, it is just me. It has always been me. Just me since 15. Just me.
Dead ass. But so Keita, I'm sure like Wack is like super erratic, right? You know, he chose a lot. He is funny. I at one point I was like, this nigga has to be the star. You know what I mean? Instead of being the manager, because his personality is it's like captivating for people, right? So I'm sure you and him have had a lot of issues. Like, so why now? Because like the shooter is supposed to always be silent.
Okay, so
like,
I don't know if you know, but he was talking to Hassan Campbell on the phone, and here's the plot twist. He was talking to Hassan Campbell like they was cool, but they wasn't. Hassan was actually finna get set up. Hassan was so smart. Hassan basically recorded the conversation, and in the conversation, Wack said, basically, Nipsey's a snitch, and that he has a video of Nipsey and his baby mama fucking another man. I get on Clubhouse. Mind you, I heard about it, but I didn't really give a fuck to go into it. You feel what I'm saying? Because it ain't really my business. I don't think it's okay to speak on the dead. So I go into a clubhouse room, Death for the Cloud Chasers. They let me up on stage. They seen what the burner was. They clearly knew it was me because the burner say my name. So they go on stage and they said, how do you feel about Wack and the Big U? And I'm like, listen, Big U is my uncle. I look at Wack as an uncle. Wack has done more shit for me than anybody. So I really don't have an opinion on that. But if I do, if I can, and if I will give an opinion, it will be the fact that CEO Reek, my best advice to him is to stay out of it and shit no niggas from Devon Lanes being a whole nother hood business. Now, y'all don't know nothing about that. Most of y'all not from LA, but it is against the law for another hood to be in another hood business. Wack shouldn't even be in a business. You get what I'm saying? Some guy
This is
named
like street. This is like street laws.
Street is law. That is law. So some
Okay.
guy went back and told him, well, I'm already in the room. Mind you, this is on YouTube, Beto. I'm already in the room. And he comes in and he like, what you in here talking about? I said, they asked me how I felt about y'all two. So I'm trying to figure out what you got going on with some recording they talk about. He like, oh, so you, my bad. I had a phone call. I ended it. But he's like, so you telling me that I never told you this information? Fuck no, you never told me this information. Because you know me, I'm fucking blunt. I would have called you out on this weird ass shit. You feel what I'm saying? So me and him had never had the conversation. Only conversation we actually did have was the conversation about the Kanye and the Kim shit. That was a conversation that we had, Beto. That was a definite conversation about the money exchange. They were supposed to meet downtown. He had gave the sex tape of Kim, the Sleepless in LA, released it on their Instagram. It was up for like 3-4 weeks. But when Kanye finally reached out to him, and don't tell me I'm lying, Beto, because I'm finna send you the fucking screenshot, Beto. When Kanye finally reached out to him and he got the bag out of Kanye, he took the video down. But Kanye West has no fucking clue that the video, he paid for a video that was already released. Did you see the text message, the screenshot, Beto?
We just getting started, y'all. We just getting started. All right, so you want me, because I see one with Karen Civil right now. So,
oh, yeah, so y'all don't know, he actually helped me set her up. He helped me set her up. So Lisa, Lysa, capital letters, is actually the person that brought her to the room. And he said, Peter, in order for me to keep her in the room, I'm going to have to go against you. I'm not going to go too hard, but I am going to disagree with everything you said. I said, fuck it. All right, bet. Go ahead. In the midst of me talking to her, he's hit me in a text message and back channeling me like, all right, I'm finna say this. Don't say no stupid ass shit to me. Okay, cool. Karen thinking she got a friend in this nigga, but this nigga set her up the whole fucking time.
Damn. Like I said, we just getting started. All right, so we're going to move slow, right? We're going to move slow so we can paint the perfect picture and get an understanding of y'all's relationship, right? So essentially, like you and Wack, we can say y'all have done a lot of dirt together.
Correct.
Okay. And now it's like everything that you're saying, you are implicating yourself. Like, so are you?
I don't give a fuck.
Are you in your feelings, or are you like? Is it you have a strategy?
Nah, I think the problem is if we gonna beef, let's leave that off Clubhouse. You get what I'm saying? Like when we play beef, I don't think nothing of it. But when it's real serious beef and then it's gangbang politics, at the end of the day, before I'm any of that, I'm a woman. You get what I'm saying? I'm a mother. So it's not my job, especially to get in nothing that got to do with the rolling 60s. Because if we're breaking it down, the hood I'm from don't even get along with them niggas. You get what I'm saying? So one, I will be out of the pocket for even giving an opinion on it. And two, I will be out of pocket for even fucking addressing it. So at the end of the day, it's like, Wack, I didn't address this shit for you. I didn't address the shit for me because that's law. I would have been out of line.
But he expected you to just ride with him.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. You know how you got a safe at home or you got like a locker at school you keep shit in? I was the locker.
Yeah.
And like I had a conversation with him last night. I have the recording. I'm going to send it to you. And in the recording, he's like, I'm going to knock your bitch ass out. You was speaking foul on me. I'm finna get on Clubhouse and make a gang of lies about you. I don't give a fuck if they believe it or not. I got a cult following. They're going to believe the shit anyway.
He said that to you?
Nigga, I sent you a screenshot showing you that the recording is downloaded.
I got the screenshot where y'all just decided to not fuck with each other anymore. And you know what I mean?
This is my thing. And I think this is the problem. You in Megan Thee Stallion business. You've been in everybody business. You in Krishan and Blueface business. It's like, here's my problem. In the metaverse, it is okay to have opinion on people's business if they air it out, but don't get mad when other motherfuckers got opinion on yours. When you decide to walk through that door being a fucking celebrity and a social figure, you ask for that. So if I commented or anybody gave an opinion on it, how the fuck can you get mad when you're in everybody's business?
So when he, you know, because it's kind of like Kanye got set up, right? Because you said that video that Kanye paid for was already out.
Okay, so if y'all think back about the Kardashians, the couple episodes ago,
Yeah.
Kanye called, remember Kim Kardashian called Kanye and
Okay.
said, my son just went on Roblox and it was a link of a sex tape. And you got to get at this guy. He's Ray J's manager. If I know a lot of y'all seen that episode because Ion played it on Riff in his room. Now think back about that conversation. Beto, read the text.
All right, let me read that text right now. Give me a second. All right, so that's Kanye hitting up Wack, and Kanye says, "Good afternoon. It's Ye. Let me know when we can get on the phone. You made my wife cry. I don't know you like that, and you don't know me like that."
It gets even deeper to him texting Kanye back as if he's not himself. And I'm about to screenshot it right now and send it to you. He's like, Wack never tried to extort you. First of all, you dumb fuck, you are Wack fucking responding. And if you're not trying to extort the man, why the fuck did you sell the video to him downtown LA in a fucking parking garage? That you
My
already
God!
did.
Oh my God! Oh my God! So this is LA culture? Just extorting niggas?
That's the LA culture. That's what people do. I feel like if I'm a friend of Kanye or anybody and I got some shit like that, which is your wife and your wife's a hooker, I'm going to just give you the shit for free out of love. He didn't feel like it was out of love. It was a transaction.
So that, all right, because in that time period, I saw Wack and Jason Lee around each other, and then I saw Jason Lee doing
Well, you got to
interviews.
remember, Wack and Jason Lee was on Love and Hip Hop LA together. So they already knew each other.
Yeah.
Jason, see, some people look at Jason like, oh, he's a gay nigga on the internet. But no, Jason's really tapped into the culture of LA. He know all the hood niggas, all the gangbangers, all the strippers. He know every fucking body. Everybody. So of course he's gonna know Wack. They were cast members on Love and Hip Hop.
Did Jason Lee get that interview because of Wack 100 pushing a button?
Correct.
And it had to do with that whole
Wack's
alleged
whole play was to get to Kanye to get to Elon Musk to do business with Elon Musk. But they don't know the play. Kanye don't know he actually got extorted to pay for a video that was already out.
So part of that alleged extortion was probably like, yeah, my man Jason Lee, do an interview with him too.
That's how Jason Lee became the head of Kanye West's media.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh, we just getting started. So, all right. Now, you saying Kanye has no clue about this. Is Kanye, do you know the Kanye? But do you know Kanye's relationship with Wack right now in this moment?
I mean, Wack told me that he took over Kanye's business handling, and now he's the person that book him flights and books him travel and make sure he's secure wherever he goes. But poor old Kanye don't know what the fuck is going on.
Listen, this is crazy. But all right, is Ray J involved in any of this, to your knowledge?
Ray J has nothing to do with this. Ray J didn't even know this nigga was finna speak about the tape. He didn't know. He didn't take part in that shit.
Okay. But while Wack was doing whatever he was doing, he was updating you through the process, because that's why you have the text, because you have a text of.
Oh no, it's longer than that.
Did y'all plan it together? I mean, yeah, send the rest, of course. But did y'all plan it together? Would you say that, or?
I wouldn't say I planned anything because I never even knew he met up with the nigga until the day they was finna meet up. The day Kanye reached out to him is the day he texted me and called me and then sent the screenshot. Well, it ain't even a screenshot. I gave you a screenshot from a screen record.
Yeah. Yeah, because I have that text message that Kanye sent to him, and the only way you would get that is of him sending it, of Wack sending it to you. Okay,
Hold on, Beto. I'm pulling more of the conversation. Hold on, because it's a
bet.
long ass fucking screenshot. Well, I mean, a long ass screen record. It's the whole fucking conversation. And the funny part is, in the audio I have, the parts of where he got pissed off when me and him was arguing, mind you, we've been arguing for days. You feel me? The part he got pissed off last night is I said, how would Kanye West feel if he knew you extorted him? And that's when he went off on the Richter scale. Like, that nigga blew the fuck up the moment I uttered them words because I'm the only person that knew. And I told him, I said, if you keep my name out your mouth, I won't say yours. But say mine, I'm going to say it like a bird.
Now I know Wack is the type of nigga that likes to say publicly that he don't give a fuck and whatever, he's staying on everything. Is Pyru 33 years, all of that. You think Kanye finding
He even
out?
went as far as to tell me that the game is broke. The house game live in is his. He owns it. The cars. That's how far he went.
He said Game is broken. He owns Game's crib and all of that.
He said Game ain't gonna go there with him because he owns the cars and the houses that Game drives and lives in.
Got you. But I'm asking about the Kanye shit. Like, if Wack finds out that you publicly saying this, is that like gonna? Is he nervous about? Is he scared about that, or you think he's not gonna give a fuck?
No, so what Wack is trying to do is he wants to release more information or more conversations or the tape of Nipsey or whatever he's trying to do, but he wants to blame me for it. You can't blame me for your sucker ass actions. Because think about it, Beto. Have you seen Big U respond or say anything to him since the recording leak?
He had a IG live video, but he was very encrypted. He was like, "Keep my name in your mouth because it gets me paid by these white people."
But he didn't directly say fuck him. He didn't do none of that
No.
because he ain't the type of nigga.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. He's been calling that man, reaching out to that man, and he don't answer. So this was Wack's last resort. Is let me get his attention. And now since I really can't get him after the audio leak, I'ma just go after her. But you're a bitch ass nigga attempting to go after a woman saying you gonna knock her the fuck out.
It's Wack like the black sheep in the gang culture in
Yes,
LA.
yes. Pacoima is about 35 minutes outside of LA. It is not a city. It is a part of LA. It's a community, like the Crenshaw district is a fucking community. But don't nobody pay attention to the fucking valley. We call that the valley.
But I mean, for Wack to be able to talk all the shit that he talks and still be around, because I
Because
know
he's sitting in a bulletproof cars. He's sitting inside a bulletproof office. You got to get buzzed in and buzzed the fuck out. He can lock you in his fucking studio if he wanted to. So he has the right to do that because who's going to get to him?
is Wack outside or is he not outside?
I don't know where the fuck that nigga at right now. I don't have
No,
a
not right now. I'm saying, like, does he go out? You can still go places, chill. He moves freely.
Yeah, he does, but it's not a place that other niggas is outside.
Okay.
Mind you, I'm downloading the conversation, and the last thing I told him in the conversation, I said, if you so Billy badass, go on Crenshaw and Slauson. I want to see you do it. He had no response.
Yeah. You think you and him can ever come back from this? Because you are saying a lot, you know?
No, you don't turn against your locker and your safe. You don't turn against your driver and your shooter. I know you better than fucking anybody, nigga. I hold your secrets.
Did you have a conversation with Big U before having, coming out and speaking your truth?
I had a conversation with him yesterday. He knew about the video on YouTube. It got like 200,000 views. He knew me and him got into it. He said, man, I got good shit going on. I don't give a fuck about that nigga. But if he coming after you, you already know what to do. Do your move. Just leave me out of it.
But I know what you're saying, but it sounds Big U got your back, or
nigga, that's my blood, of course.
Okay.
Of course. I'ma always have his. But I think the key play is me and Wack always been close, but never that close. Like, oh, hi, what up, Unc? How you doing? Nice to see you. We'll share a little text here and there. I reach out to him, check on him, see how he doing. But when I came on Clubhouse is when it went deeper. That's where it got deeper. Like I got text messages of him sending pictures of Erica, saying Erica's fat as fuck. I got messages of him saying Rocky don't know how to run Sleepless in LA. And if he leave, the whole club gonna crumble. That's why they be in a room with 20 niggas. And if y'all recall, I said that to him. And I said that to Rocky and them, but they didn't know where I actually got it from.
So, all right, let's get back to the whole Kanye situation, right? Did you get any benefits from Wack?
No, I didn't. He just said, "Oh, if you want some Yeezys, just call me." Kanye gave me a number to the Yeezy, and I could get you whatever Yeezys you want. And I'm like, "Oh, okay, whatever." But he's all the way plugged in with the nigga. But I feel bad because me looking at it, I look at Kanye like you got mental issues. You think this is out for you whole time. You done got extorted for a fucking bag in a relationship.
Does he have? You think he has more shit on Kanye?
He has more shit on Kim. He only gave Kanye one video. There is more.
Okay, so because you said the video that he gave Kanye is shit that's already out, but you're saying this shit.
Okay, so what it is it's 4 tapes. One
Okay,
came out years ago. The second one he leaked on Sleepless in LA Instagram, and then they took it down once he sold the video to Kanye. There's still 2 more.
so essentially, at some point he's gonna do Whack and be like, I got more.
Correct. Once Kanye peeps his game and Kanye steps back, that's when he's gonna hit him over the fucking head. Wack is a strategist. Wack ain't he's a bum ass, dumb ass nigga, and he does creepy ass shit like that to people. Play cool with you, get a little information on you, and slide. Mind you, let me tell you how slick I am. I'm the type of person I'm gonna send you some shit just to see if you're gonna repeat it later. And this is how fucking goofy I am. I already seen where the shit was going with him and Big U. I already knew he was gonna turn on me. So I texted the nigga and said, "Hey, I need you to have some niggas pull up. Some niggas just socked my son." And he's like, "Oh, okay, bet. But you know if I go after the nigga, it's over for the nigga." Okay, cool. I'm like, "I don't give a fuck. I just want to see what he was gonna say." Mind you, he's texting me asking for the location. I never responded because it was all cap. Whole time when we get into it, this nigga goes on Clubhouse yesterday and repeats the false information I gave him. I'm smarter than you. You taught me to be like you, but I'm smarter than you.
You said he taught you to be like him.
Exactly like him. You can't manipulate a manipulator. You can't extort a bitch that you told about all your extortions. You can't play a bitch that you taught to be a fucking player. I'm the type of person I'm gonna sit around you. I may not say much, but I'm gonna watch every motherfucking move. I'm gonna watch you hand this. I'm gonna watch how you do your revenge, and I'm gonna take everything you got and I'm gonna put my own sauce on.
So that girl, that Blueface, I guess they're still dating, right? I guess
Yeah,
she
they
was
still together. Yeah, he bailed her out. Sure. Yeah.
she was on Clubhouse and she was insinuating that Wack wanted her. Is that any
She
truth
was
to that?
also insinuating Wack tried to knock her the fuck out. I didn't see that in the video, but when I talked to him when they was in the house and he was going at it with her, he was extremely loud. And then that's when he hung up the phone. It was like it wasn't even like a minute call, probably less than that. And that's when he sent that text message I gave you.
Okay. But you don't know if Wack ever was interested in her and she denied him and he got mad, none of that.
I don't know nothing about it. He ain't never said it to me.
Got you. Because folks are saying that, so we can clear that up. Okay. This whole Kanye situation, right? There's people they're gonna think you out here, you saying that Wack literally taught you how to be like him.
I mean, Big U taught me how to be like him. Corrupt taught me how to be like him. I've learned how to be like a lot of niggas, and that's why I am the way I am. It's probably why I react the way I react. It's probably the way I move how I move. But here's the thing: like Vito, think about it. Think about your personality and your characteristics. You can run that shit on people that don't know you, right? It works.
Yeah.
He can't run that shit on me, nigga. I know you. I know the real you. I know Cash Jones. Fuck Wack. I know Cash Jones.
But what I'm asking you is, if you know him like that, right? And he lets you know how he's plotting on Kanye West, and he goes and gets the bag. How do I believe that you didn't get no cut?
Nigga, if I did, I'll tell you. Because I'll tell you right now, I got paid off the Karen Civil shit. That's the fuck I did. I didn't get no bag off Kanye because I took no part in it. It was literally, let me tell you something. Let me send you a screenshot. Kanye just called me, and this the play. Oh, okay, cool. I ain't think nothing of it. I'm like, shit, if that's what you doing, go ahead. But don't you find what you doing. Because now you helping him run his business. Like, if I took a bag, I'm going to tell you I took a bag. Same way I give a fuck about telling you how to knock bitches out for him.
Yeah. My assumption right here is that, all right, Wack trusts you, right? But at the same time, right, he's talking to Hassan Campbell and saying a whole lot of shit to him, a nigga that he don't really know. So is he just a big mouth nigga, or is he a strategist?
You can't tell. You can't tell by the blogs and the recordings he's a big mouth nigga. Because see, here's the thing. What I know of him, if he had that type of information, he's going to release it or he's going to sell it. In the last 2 weeks, have you seen a video of Nipsey fucking a man? No. It don't exist.
So he made it up?
Bro, that's a fucking liar. And then to say Nipsey baby mama ain't denying it because she don't fuck with you. She don't even know you.
What part of what Wack says is true and what part is lie? Is a lie? Like percentage wise.
You don't know what's the truth and you don't know what's the fucking lie. But I do know that nigga made a couple million off of fucking 6ix9ine. I know that. I've said it dead in his face at his office, at his desk, and seen that shit. I seen it myself.
Is he like protecting 6ix9ine? Is that the thing?
Hell yeah, because he got a bag invested in that nigga. He didn't put the nigga on like a fucking, I want to say it's like $100 million tour, some shit around Europe. Tour that never even comes to fucking LA. It's a tour I guess Game was supposed to be on, but he ended up throwing 6ix9ine on it. So he made a bag off that shit.
Okay, so it's like music, making bag off of him through music and shit like that.
Correct.
Is he managing him too?
Not that I know of. I don't even think 6ix9ine fucks with him.
You don't think 6ix9ine fuck with him?
I feel like he fuck. Okay, so if I think like a person in the music business, I look at 6ix9ine as a nigga that has all of our children in a chokehold. Our kids don't know nothing about snitching. They don't give a fuck about snitching. They're still going to stream his music. They're going to ask their mom to pay for his concerts. They're going to go. They're going to buy his merch. 6ix9ine is a marketable fucking person. He knew that. He knew that children are still going to pay into 6ix9ine. So it was a fucking money play. It was about a bag. It wasn't about being a nigga friend or taking up for the nigga. It was like, nigga, this is a bag. I'm going to get the bag and I'm going to keep the nigga right here because if somebody does something to him, somebody does something to my bag.
Would you say Wack is who's keeping 6ix9ine alive?
Correct. Yeah.
Because I'm sure a lot of people question, yo, how come this nigga can go all these places and be okay? You know what I'm saying? You would say it's Wack.
But you also got to remember 6ix9ine security is ex-Marines, ex-Navy SEALs, ex-police officers, ex-federal agents. Them ain't no niggas that went and got a guard card and applied for a job.
Yeah. So when people say 6ix9ine is broke, is that cap? I mean, from your knowledge.
That nigga ain't fucking broke. Hell no.
You say he's not broke?
Hell no, that's fucking cap.
Okay. Oh, man, listen, man. Woo. We're into it right now, man. This shit is crazy. All right, let's go into this whole Hassan Campbell shit, right? Because at one point, I mean, we had a conversation, me and you, when you came on one of our stages, and I was like, I just felt like Ack and Hassan and Wack saw an opportunity to take over the internet, right? And so maybe
You
they're
don't see
plotting.
Wack and Academics is at it right now. They was ready to kill each other on Clubhouse yesterday.
And so that's what I'm asking you. So like, so this shit is real. It's not like some like let's create content and take
No,
over.
and then I think what pissed Wack off is when Academics told him. Academics said everything I said to him was true. He talked too fucking much. He's a manipulator and he messy.
So Hassan is really on his ass and even got more recordings that we haven't heard yet.
Correct. He just released the second audio. Way I'm patterning it out, Hassan is smart. It looks like he's releasing new audio like every 4 to 5 days. So he just released
Yeah.
audio 3 days ago. So I'm assuming 2 more days or tomorrow we should have some more.
That nigga said he said Wack was playing checkers and he was playing chess because he said Wack was trying to set him up. He ended up setting Wack up. That's some crazy shit that's
I
going on.
believe Wack was gonna get him out here. And then if you listen to the audio, in the audio, he like, yeah, you could tell the conversation was before Super Bowl because he told him to come to the Super Bowl party,
Yeah.
and that him and Kanye was finna shoot the video with Game. So you could tell that was clearly before the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
He was smart. He would have got fucked up the moment he touched down.
Word. That's wild. Look, there's a clip, like a 4-minute clip where Wack and Hassan are talking, and Wack tells Hassan like, "Yo, I can get you and Adam 22 and I think somebody else in the room, and we could do a interview in LA. I can make it happen. You know what I mean? Like Nori and Gilly and Wallow, I could squeeze them whenever the fuck I want." Kind of insinuating like, you know, he's extorting them too. Is that you know anything about that?
Gilly and Wallow is friends with Big U. They've been friends with him for years. And the way I look at it, if it's fuck Big U, you only being friends with these niggas because those are his friends. That's how I look at the shit. Why
So
you gonna want to go be friends with niggas that's friends with another motherfucker you don't like? It's like,
yeah,
I'm gonna get him on my platform and I want to show the world that I'm cool with Gilly and maybe Big U won't be cool with Gilly.
but he said he can squeeze them anytime he wants. That's the part I'm trying to understand.
That's
What
called
does that
extortion.
mean? So I'm asking you, like, is you know anything about that, or is he just talking?
Squeezing
You know?
in LA, when you say you gonna squeeze a nigga, you finna rob that nigga. You finna extort that nigga.
Yeah, like and you know, with your conversations with Wack, has he ever talked about, you know, anything squeezing, you know, Gilly and Wallow, Nori?
And he ain't never said it to me. He don't talk to me about Gilly and Wallow because Gilly and Wallow is like family. So he's not gonna have that conversation. But I'm gonna tell you now, he knows in his head who he gonna turn on, who he gonna stay loyal to, and who he gonna air out. He's not gonna. And I felt like it was weird because why would you give me this much information? Giving me the screenshots, you let me hold all this fucking information just for you to do some weird ass sucker shit. That was dumb. Cause see, I'm a girl. I can't beat you. I can't beat you, nigga. But I know how to beat you another way.
Well, I mean, was he like testing your loyalty?
No, I feel like he was trying to test to see if I'm loyal to Big U or am I going to be loyal to him? Am I going to pick sides? That's what I'm not turning on my uncle for nobody.
All right. Now I gotta ask, how serious is this thing with Big U and Wack 100?
They ain't been talking. Do it look like Big U follow him? He ain't been following him. He don't
But
fuck.
when I say how serious is it, is this just some like, you know how you can not
It's
fuck with a
serious
nigga?
to Wack and Big U don't give a fuck.
Okay.
He like, I don't fuck with you. Ain't no point to talk about you.
But it's not like we can't be in the same space together type of energy.
They were just in the same space like 4 months ago. They went to some event and he was there, they was there, but they didn't speak. So it's like if you had this big of an issue with him, why you didn't address him then?
Does Wack look up to Big U?
I mean, Big U is older than him.
Yeah, you know how sometimes idols become rivals?
Basically.
You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like the big brother thing. Like if you're not talking to the younger brother that might look up to you, then y'all turn into all right, fuck you, then nigga. You know what I mean? Is that like that?
That's how I look at the shit. That's what it seemed like to me.
Yeah. So I mean, if they, so it's probably they could be in the same space, but Wax still want that big you attention, like you said. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
because
But
he been calling his phone.
yeah. But the
But
thing
me,
is,
I'm gonna be honest with you, Beto. I never expect him. I ain't never like. How could I say it? I ain't never seen this nigga talk to me in that way or heard him. Like so I was just like, mind you, it was me and two other niggas from the Crenshaw district on the phone last night and the day before that, and even they were surprised. Like, damn, this nigga going kind of hard. Like, you would have thought he was on the phone with a nigga.
yeah, man, that's just why, because I know you on Clubhouse always being with Wack, you know what I'm saying? And Wack was always like, yo, I think he used to say like he's on Clubhouse because he's trying to help you build your club or some shit like that.
Yeah,
You know
so
what I
it's like, why turn on a nigga you was trying to help, or a person you was fucking with, or the person you was calling to beat people up? Why would you turn on? Like, you know what I'm saying? You should have
mean?
just left me outside the middle and around the corner, away from y'all bullshit.
Yeah, but I feel like he's put Big U in kind of like a bad light. Because I remember when Big U was in an interview with Wallow and Gilly, he was talking about how he doesn't fuck with Nipsey's family because they're trying to accuse him of shit. Or him.
Nobody,
You said what?
nobody does.
You said nobody fuck with Nipsey's family,
Nobody really does.
but is it them that don't fuck with y'all? Or y'all don't fuck with them.
I feel like certain people don't fuck with them because they don't fuck with them. I mean, I've always been cool with Nip's dad and Black Sam and his sister. They're just shut off people. They're really excluded. Like, they're just not talkative to people and, oh, I want to be your friend. That's not them.
Yeah,
But I've known people to not fuck with them for certain reasons.
yeah, but you know, Nipsey's brother had to pull a strap on Big U from what people were saying.
What you talking about during the fight?
Yeah, when they was fighting in the alleyway or
He
whatever.
didn't put no strap on him. He wasn't even near the nigga. The nigga was shooting near me. He was a couple people down from me shooting in the air. He didn't shoot at him.
Oh, so he actually shot in the air.
Yes, nigga, I want to say it was about 8 or 9 motherfuckers in that parking lot alley fighting. There was several fights going on at the time. And I'm assuming he just tried to clear it out, like, get y'all ass up out of here. You know what I'm saying? Like, stop this shit. He even got so bad, somebody knocked his daddy out.
But it had to do with Nip and Big U
No,
though.
they had their own shit going on. This was some other niggas that had issues with them. Like, it was just like a whole royal fucking rumble.
Or like a coincidence of a bunch of niggas fighting for different reasons.
Exactly.
But Keita, you know that there's this narrative that's been painted that Big U knew something about Nipsey shit. You know that.
No, he didn't. I'm gonna
No,
tell
no,
you
I'm
why.
not. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that there's narrative
So
that's been
I'm gonna
painted.
explain to y'all who Eric Holder is. Okay, that's Shitty. Okay, BK Shitty is his name. He's always had mental problems. He's one of them people where you say hi and bye to him and be cordial, don't be his friend. Don't try to do no other shit because he's a fucking shooter, my nigga. And this is law. And I'm gonna be real with you. You're not gonna sit in my face and call me a snitch and think I'm not gonna do something to you because it's law in California. Shitty did what any other nigga would have done. I'm just keeping it real with you. That shit hurt and it's fucked up. But that's why I've always told Nick, you can't gangbang and be an artist. You can't have one foot in this door and one foot in the other one. That's not how the fuck that works. Because these niggas over here you've been banging with, they don't give a fuck about you being a rapper and a superstar. They don't give a fuck.
Whew, man. I mean that shit changed the fucking world, man. That shit was sad, and I can kind of imagine his family not wanting to be involved in any of the gang shit going on because they just lost their son. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, but it's like, why not being involved with it now when you've been involved with it? You've been involved with it. Why
Yeah,
not now? Why change your mind now when you've been gangbanging with everybody? Why now you don't want to do it?
yeah. And you know what Hassan said? Hassan said that story that you just told, that's like a narrative that was just put out there, but actually, Big U, uh, didn't like how Nipsey was having this connection with the police and trying to solve issues and shit like that. So Big U put out the word that Nip is a snitch,
That's
and
cap,
Eric,
and I'm gonna tell you why it's cap. That's false information because Big U owns Developing Option, and that organization is built to keep kids out of gangs and keep kids off the streets. And it was Nipsey's job to be a part of that organization to help him keep kids out of gang. And let's be honest, they have kept over 700 kids out of gangs. Out of that 700, at least 40 of them have went into the NFL or the fucking NBA. So that will be capped because that was Nip's mission is I want to help you keep these kids off the street. And he did that. He's one of the few niggas, him and T.I., that donated to the organization, football helmets, all type of shit, donating to the girls being in cheer. If the mama couldn't pay for them to be in cheer or basketball or football or go to a community outing, he paid for that shit. So that's fucking cap because he was a part of the fucking organization to keep them kids out of the game.
yo, look, if Big U had nothing that he was trying to hold over Nipsey's head, and Wack 100 is just
Why would he hold
making.
something over his head? Think about it like this. He has a joint venture contract with this man, and in that contract, he's the manager. He's been Nipsey's manager. Nipsey went back and got him as a manager, which is why, see, y'all don't know Big U. Y'all know Big U. Y'all don't know Draws. And if you go back and listen to the song Sucker Proof, he said he think he's Jay Prince, and sometimes he think he's Big Draws. Big Draws and Big U is the same person. That's just his other name.
So what does that make Wack then if he's just
A
making that up?
fucking goofy trying to create a fucking narrative that don't exist.
Yeah, but this is damaging to so many people. Why would Wack go that far?
You okay? I know you seen people reaction when they heard somebody died that they truly love. And when I went to him the next day after Nip died, he wouldn't. It's like the nigga. It's like that nigga's spirit left his body. Nigga, he was hurt. He was sad. I ain't never in my life seen that man cry. I'm like, this nigga is really fucked up behind this shit.
Yo, it's like, look, I hear everything that you're saying. It's making me look at Wack like, yo, even if you're not talking to Big U, why would you put this kind of energy out there? Like,
He's a fucking weirdo. Let me ask you a question, Vito, right? And you're a businessman, right?
yeah,
Think about it like this. Imagine Ground Voices being an entertainment company.
yeah,
And you're managing one of the biggest up and coming stars in the world. If he dies, you lose money. Are you going to set him up? You're fucking up
nah,
your own bag.
nah. Because even when people be like, oh, artists are more. It's like you make more money off of artists when they're dead. That's not true.
Yeah, but the company don't make the money. The estate makes the money. Once you die, that's the company ain't getting shit out of you.
Because it's like I need somebody to break down how that makes sense. Because even if you think about longevity, like you want the artist around to be able to go on tours, drop albums,
Yeah, but you got
get
to
that
think about it like
360.
this: major labels have insurance on their artists. An independent label is not bonded to do that. They cannot do that. Independent label cannot put in your contract that they're going to get life insurance. They can't do it. Only a major label can do that. So if anybody had that on Nipsey, it would have been Atlantic. It wouldn't have been Big U. I got his contract in my fucking phone, and that's not in there. So he would have lost fucking money. It also states at the time of death or time of demise, the label seeks nothing, and all the money and royalties goes to the family or whoever carries that estate.
Yeah, yeah. Whew. Man, listen, man. Peter's here speaking. This is Ground Voices. Y'all already know, man. Keita, when you broke the records on Clubhouse, it also
I didn't even
eventually
mean to do that, Vito. I just went on there to express how I felt. Imagine working at a company and you're sitting in the back for 17 years, and every time this company moves is on your back because you did it. And another bitch get to take the credit for that shit? You're gonna say something too, right, Vito?
that's a factimony.
I was just expressing how I feel.
But the setup came when Wack got involved, not before or before.
What are you talking about? With Nipsey? Wack was involved with Nipsey when he
No, no,
signed.
no. I'm talking about that room. So like you say you made it because you just wanted to
I
express yourself.
pinged Wack
So
to the room. I text pinged him to the fucking room. He didn't know nothing about the room. I brought him in the room. He seen what was going on, and that's when he set up the play.
okay. Okay. So you saying you made the room with genuine intentions and Wack came and said, yo, let's turn this shit the fuck up.
Well, what happened is Lisa hit me and said, I'm finna bring Karen Civil in. She's gonna come talk to you. I said, fuck it, okay. I text Wack. I said, hey, Jaleesa finna bring Karen in here. And he was like, oh shit. I'm gonna have to take her side because if all y'all against her, she's not gonna stay. And if you look at the screenshot, you see he wouldn't openly go against her in the room, but he was back channeling it.
So all right. So this screenshot that I got, I'm about to read right now. I see Karen Silver's name. Who's messaging him? Is that Wack?
Yeah, that's between her and Wack.
All right. So this is Wack saying this to her, right? Yeah.
That is
Hello.
correct.
Okay. All right. So Wax says to Karen Civil, I respect your stance. Right is right, wrong is wrong. Stay solid. Karen, do not respond to dude. Legal. Don't do it. Say you don't have that contract in front of you. He gave you your way out. You worked it based on not knowing what they were working. So you saying when Wack wrote that to Karen Civil, he did not
That was
support
the
her.
play to keep her in the that was his play to keep her in the room. He didn't agree with what the fuck she did.
Okay.
But think about it, Beto. If you're trying to get a motherfucker in a room and you're trying to act cool with him, you're gonna act cool with him to set him up, right?
Yeah.
Think about it.
If that's the play that's going on, yeah.
But the funny part is, I didn't need you to set her up because if I'm in here, Joyner's in here, and Jesse Wu, what the fuck did we need you for?
Is this the first time Wack has done some shady shit to Big U?
This is the first time it's been in public.
Okay. So why did you still stick around Wack when he was doing shady shit to Big
I
U?
knew I
You breaking up?
knew nothing of the shady shit about 5-6 days ago. I received a
Hold on.
call.
Repeat yourself because we couldn't hear you.
I said where I figured out the shady shit was 5 or 6 days ago. I received a call, and the motherfucker on the call ran down the whole play, the whole jig, everything he's been saying, everything he's been. I'm like, damn, I didn't know none of that. He get on Clubhouse, he speaks so highly of him, like that's his brother. He can go sleep on his couch like they best friends. He ain't never said that shit. And they was like, well, why the fuck would he say it to you? All you're gonna do is go back and tell your uncle.
You saying if he was to tell you anything, like obviously you was
Think
gonna go
about
back
it
and
like
tell.
this. Why? Think about it like this. If I'm kin to one of your enemies, why would you tell me how you feel about your enemy if that's my family? I'm gonna tell him, right? So he would never show that hand to me.
Are you calling them enemies though?
I mean, it looked like he wanted to be enemies. That's what it looked like to me.
Does that have to do with the gang shit? Because they're two different sets.
No, it's called hatred and money. That's literally what it is. But Big, you don't give a fuck. He's living in a world of giving back to the community and keeping kids out of the gangs. He don't give a fuck about nothing that nigga saying. But because he can't get a reaction out of him, he's like, oh fuck it, I'm gonna go after her.
Would you say Big U was doing better than Wack right now in the industry?
Think about it like this. He got nominated for a fucking Emmy for Hip Hop Uncovered. Get what I'm saying? He got that going on. He's working with the city council to change the city of LA and bring more jobs to LA and bring more public housing and bring in more low income for people. Because think about it, if you're in LA and you make $25 an hour, you still can't afford a 2-bedroom apartment. You can't afford it. Think about it. Minimum wage in California is $15. You cannot afford a fucking studio apartment or to live in a nigga back house. You can't afford it. It's impossible. So he's working to change those things with the mayors and the city councils and the officials of the state of California. So why would he give a fuck about what he got to say? Do you see Wack giving anything to the community? I mean, he is from Pacoima. That is a community. Why he ain't giving back to that? But you're on the internet talking about some bullshit, and Pacoima ain't the prettiest place, mind you.
And that's LA or that's not LA?
Pacoima is not a city. Pacoima is a community.
It's
Like
a community. Okay.
Watts is
Okay.
not a city. It's a community.
Got you. And so, hey, you're saying if you knew that Wack was doing shady shit to Big U, you would have not fucked with Wack.
No, nigga, no.
But why do you think Big U just allows you to be around somebody that's also doing shady shit to him though?
Big
Why do
U,
you?
he's told me time and time again, but he's never went into the depths of it. He's not the type of person that's gonna talk to a female about it. He don't give a fuck if he was wife, his daughter, his cousin. He's not gonna go into the depths of that with no woman. You get what I'm saying? He was just like, yeah, I know y'all cool, but you better be careful. But he would always make it seem like it wasn't shit. Like, I just don't fuck with how he talk on the internet or how he run his mouth. But he never went into the depths of the conversation or the depths of he ain't never told me shit.
You got the audio ready?
Hold on, let me look and see if it downloaded yet, because it's coming from iCloud. Hold on.
Got you. Yeah, and if there's, because I feel like I've went through all the stuff that you sent me. So if there's anything else, you can send it, and then we can discuss that too. He did hit you yesterday. Whatever conversation that y'all had yesterday.
It's still being downloaded. Hold on, Bido, give me a minute. I'm looking at it now so it can download. Now, okay, so the conversation yesterday, my auntie, she kind of called me about it because she seen the shit I said in a video on Instagram, and she seen what I posted in my story. And she was kind of like, what the fuck y'all got going on? And I explained it to her. So when I got off the phone, she called him. And she was like, you got to fix this shit. You need to clear that shit up. You shouldn't be talking to no fucking woman like that. She was like, I spoke to Big Chuck. I spoke to her. And how you saying it happened is not how the fuck it happened. So she said he called some nigga named Stan G on the phone. And Stan G was like, yeah, she was in the room. She was talking foul about you. She was speaking ill about you. Nigga, if I'm talking ill about you, I'm talking ill about you to your face. I don't give a fuck. So she gets on the phone with him and he calls me on three-way. And he's like, yeah, so why'd you tell Miss Chiz you wasn't talking shit about me? And I'm like, nigga, I wasn't talking shit about you. Like, nigga, if I wanted to say something to make a comment on it, I would have. But I would have been out of pocket to do so. And next thing you know, he was like, bitch, I'm not fucking with you. You a weird ass bitch. I'm gonna knock you the fuck out, bitch. Fuck Big U. He was going hard. And I'm like, you a bitch ass fucking nigga. I said, why don't you go on Crenshaw and Slauson and say this shit? He was like, then he said some shit about Reek. And I said, you need to worry about you cheating on your motherfucking wife and stop fucking worrying about me and worrying about whatever the fuck I said in that room, because it's on audio, it's on YouTube, weird ass nigga. Bitch, I'm gonna knock you the fuck out. I said, I want to see you do it.
Woo. He said, so you got the recording where he said, fuck Big U?
Yeah, he said it on the phone. He said it on the recording, and he said it on the phone with me and motherfucking Big Chuck. And Big Chuck was like, hold on, I don't want nothing to do with this. Big Chuck was like, I'm hanging the fuck up. Fuck y'all, I ain't got shit to do with this. He hung up.
So you sent him the link, the YouTube link, and you said, you fucking weirdo. And then he said, bitch, fuck you. I'll never fuck with you again. And then you said,
Yeah,
don't.
because see, the nigga is so dumb and he's so strung out on beef. He didn't even want to listen to the audio for what it was. And in the audio on YouTube, you can clearly go to the link right now, Vito. In the link, you never hear me say no fucked up shit. You get what I'm saying? And then that's when he came to the conclusion last night, like, oh, it ain't about an audio. It ain't about if I said something or did I say something because I didn't. It's just you like having a mental breakdown and you strung out on beefing with niggas. I get it.
Because I can imagine at this point, Wack has niggas coming from every fucking way against him.
Bruh, if something happened to that nigga right now, don't nobody know who did it. It came after too many niggas.
Is he paranoid?
You gotta be a paranoid nigga to have a bulletproof car, nigga, and be walking around with a gun in your fucking pocket and having a bulletproof office with bulletproof windows and you gotta buzz the nigga in and buzz the nigga out. If you go in his office right now, you can't get out unless he buzz you out.
Oh, shit. All right, and then you said, don't nobody give a fuck, bitch. I wanted to talk about, if I wanted to talk about you, your goofy ass, I would. You a weirdo, and you listen to weirdos. Fuck off my phone, goofy. And he says, take this block. We don't have to holler no more.
He was already blocked. That's what I said. So it was like, the fuck?
Is this the first time he blocked you?
Yeah.
So all the shit y'all been doing was y'all was just trolling. Y'all been trolling the whole time, but now it's serious.
No, every time we argue or you hear me saying, oh, fuck you, you bald-headed ass nigga, that shit is jokes, you feel me? But Beto, think back. You never heard me get on the stage and be like, nigga, you talk too much, you weird ass nigga. Well, you ain't never heard me do no shit like that. You hear me say some playful shit, but you ain't never heard me call that man out his name. Ever.
Yeah. This is the first, and now it's like serious. So I know the folks want to hear it. They want to hear that tape. Do you like need to be home to play it, or like what's the deal? Because I know it's downloading also. Is
I'm
there
waiting
an
on it
easier
to
way?
download. It says sent via iCloud updating one video. I'm waiting on it to send now. As soon as it's sent, I'm gonna send it to you. You can play it whether I'm in here or not. I'm gonna let you hear the fucking audio because what I know is Wack is the type of person that'll get cussed the fuck out, get knocked the fuck out, and then go to the internet and say it never happened or create his own narrative. If it's like he said on Clubhouse like last night, like, yeah, I cussed her the fuck out. I punked her. No, the fuck you didn't. No, the fuck you didn't. And I recorded your ass to prove you didn't.
So you say if you didn't have this recording, he would have painted
If
a
I didn't
whole
have
narrative.
report, he would paint his own fucking narrative of what actually happened on that phone call. And think about it like this, Vito. You got a cult following. Hell, I got a cult following. Whatever I tell my niggas in the Crenshaw district, they gonna be like, fuck it, I'm riding with Keita. You get what I'm saying? He got so many fucking followers and so many fucking minions, he can say anything to them niggas and they gonna believe it.
Have you talked to Big U since?
I talked to him like 2 hours ago.
Okay. So I'm assuming that he knows that Wack said fuck him.
Yeah, he don't give a fuck.
So he's kind of on the like you're dead to me type of shit.
Basically, like, nigga, you don't exist. I'm not addressing.
Damn. This is crazy, man. This is crazy. So what the fuck is going on from your perspective? What's going on between Wack 100 and DJ Academics? Because people keep saying Ack is being extorted. Ack is not standing up to Wack. Da, 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 da.
I believe the same shit, but I also believe their conversation last night was trolling. I don't think the shit was real. I think the conversation was set up. I feel like Academics was treading like.
You say he's treading lightly?
Well, if you think back in the conversation they had last night on Clubhouse, he didn't really say shit to Wack that was, oh my God, I can't believe he said that.
Yeah. You think he got shit on Ack?
I don't think Ack is smart enough to give him shit on him, but I believe Ack got shit on him.
Ooh. Because if he's on the phone with Hassan Campbell that he don't know and saying all of this, you can only imagine what he said to Academics.
Think about it. Think about it. Think about it. And ask yourself, do fucking academics really need him? No, the fuck he don't. Academics has a huge fucking platform. He don't need that nigga as a friend, as a business partner. He don't need that nigga.
Yeah. Yeah. And if Ack and 6ix9ine, like, because Ack and 6ix9ine, they've been using each other's platforms for years now. So both of them can literally cut Wack 100 off and keep doing their thing, and everything will still be normal.
And it won't mean shit to them.
Yeah. So Wack needs Ack as opposed to the other way around.
Mind you, it's a whole nother text conversation between me and Wack on YouTube. I don't give a fuck. I gave it to the YouTube. I personally sent it to the nigga.
Yeah. You said you sent it to Ack?
I sent it to another YouTube. I sent it to a note. I sent it a whole nother, matter of fact, I'm finna send it to you. A whole nother text conversation between me and Wack to a YouTuber, and he posted it online. This was a whole nother deeper fucking conversation.
Bet. Yeah, man. I mean, all of this shit is still unfolding. So, you know, we watching this like a movie, seeing where it goes. You know, it's kind of wild, man. It's kind of wild. But you know, at the end of the day, I feel like Act still got to go to LA, right? So let me ask you this: when you go to LA, is it like when artists and entertainers go to LA? Is it a thing like, yo, if you call Big U, you don't need to call Wack. If you call Wack, you don't need to call Big U, or you got to call both?
You can't save nobody from nothing.
You said what?
Listen to me. He's from. Go to Google right now on your laptop, bro, and Google Pacoima and see how far that shit is from the city of LA. Pacoima is on the fucking edge. Do you think these young niggas out here hanging and banging give a fuck about Pacoima and what a nigga like him gotta say? They don't care. Them blood niggas don't even fucking respect him. If they want to bust a move on somebody, they gonna do it any fucking way.
So you're saying niggas don't need to call Wack when they go to LA?
No, they do not. No.
You standing on that right now, Keita.
Put it like this. You know what I'm saying? When I go to Atlanta, I check in with P. I check in with Coach K. I check in with my niggas in Four Seasons. I go to Detroit, I'm going to check in with Trick Trick. If I was not from LA, when I come to LA, I'm going to check in with Big U. I'm not checking in with Wack. Because first of all, you talk too much. So why the fuck would I want to be around you? Because if somebody going to do something to you, they going to do something to me. I don't even want to fucking be seen with you.
Yeah, man. That's because I just watched an interview with Gilly, and Gilly was saying when he goes to LA, he checks in with Big U, and that's out of respect, you know. So it's not about extortion. It's just the fact that, like, I'm in your city.
Yes,
So
because see, y'all look at checking in as a fucked up thing, and it's not. Checking in is very fucking important. It is so important to your livelihood. Just think about if Pop Smoke had came to LA and checked in with somebody and had some LA niggas around him. They would have told him, hey, don't post that bag from that store or that package because it got your address on it. Don't show these niggas the outside. Don't show these niggas the inside. Take a picture somewhere that don't even look like this house. Go in that corner right there. It could have saved that boy's life. Dead ass serious.
yeah, and he was saying it's what Gilly was saying is also out of respect, you know, and also having those connections, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, if anything happened in a place that you don't know, at least you got somebody that you can call, and they know that you are in
Not
those
even
cities.
that. It's like, okay, I'm going to send my nephews and my kids with you to make sure you straight, because you can't point out if a nigga from LA finna rob you. You don't know a shiesty nigga from a fucking can of paint, but they do. They can tell you if a LA nigga moving funny around you. They can point it out. I've done it for all type of bitches that rap and bitches that's actresses, bitches reality stars. Like, all right, I'm gonna go with you and I'm gonna slide with you to make sure you good. I'm gonna make sure don't none of these LA bitches rob you. I'm gonna make sure you're good. And you don't gotta even pay me for the shit. I don't need your fucking money. I wanna make sure you make it back to your address safe.
Okay, so let's have that conversation. So, for example, if Big U sends his little nephews, right, to go make sure Gilly's good in LA, does
They're
Gilly
going to
have to
be
pay
good. He's going to go back home.
but hold on, no. Does Gilly have to make sure their food is taken care of, transportation?
No, they do it because they genuinely fuck with Gilly. Genuinely. I
So,
look out for these reality bitches because I genuinely fuck with them. Like, oh, I peep her like, all right, she cool. She seem cool. I slide with her to club to make sure she good.
but on the back end, there's no gifts like, yo, I'm
I've
just
never
giving you.
received, like, I'll be open and honest with you. That was the whole thing with me and Tierra when I first met her. It was like, you're in LA, you're not from here. I'm gonna make sure you good. I'm gonna make sure don't nobody say shit to you. I'm gonna make sure don't nobody do shit to you. I always looked out for her. Oh, you feel like you got a booking? All right, I'm gonna slide with you. After a while, she was like, "But bitch, you're already a manager. You're already with me every day. Shit, you might as well be my fucking manager." And I was like, "Shit, fuck it, all right."
So, all right, the text that I just got right now, right? What can you give context? And I'm gonna post that for you.
Okay, so that was after the room with Definite Cloud Chaser. That's what he texts me, kind of like trying to check me, like, "Oh, I'm warning you, I'm gonna do this. You ain't finna do shit. Shut your bitch ass up."
All right, so I mean, everybody can read along. I put that in the chat. I warned you to stay out of my business. You want to feel important? You in this shit? Stop getting at me about business that don't concern you. But since you want to play, we can play. Stop putting in that shit. That shit don't got nothing to do with me. And I said that I'm not 60s. I ain't from Peru. I've said it several fucking times. Stop asking me. Stop putting me in it. What the fuck you calling about? If for coming to terms asking me questions, coming to terms asking me questions. I'm giving no ducks right now. I'm warning you. And then you say a whole lot. Clearly, you didn't listen to the shit I said. Who the fuck is Trims? I don't even know who the fuck is that. I wouldn't give a fuck about what y'all got going on. Everybody been putting me in that shit. Stop fucking capping on my kids. You got me fucked up. You got zero response to any of this shit. And I'm not giving a fucking response because it ain't my business. Stop fucking capping like. And I was on stage. I was asked a motherfucking question. I said, "This ain't my business." Fuck everybody. I ain't said your name. I'm warning you. Stop playing with me. Okay. Yeah, man. Look, so I mean, at this point, this is all out there in the public.
Beto, if I didn't send you that screenshot, people would have been like, "Oh, well, Beto around voices to cap," but there's the proof right there. You even got the
Yeah,
screenshots of him calling me bitch.
yeah, yeah. So this, we gonna put this out. And I definitely want to bring you back so we can continue the conversation. And I'm sure he's gonna hear about this.
It's on YouTube. So before you lie on me, before you get on here and talk about I'm not from 60s, nigga, I'm from Trouble Gangsta Crip. I'll never be from 60s. I don't give a fuck about nothing either, nigga. Cause you in there calling me bitches like I'm some mark. I'm the same bitch you was calling the mark bitches out. You can't mark me. You can't mark me. I'm not no scary ass bitch and you know that. So why you on Clubhouse woofing? Cause you know I'm not on there. You know I'm not on there, but you on there woofing like I'm some mark ass bitch. You got me fucked up, and so do every nigga on there. You know I'm not no punk ass bitch. You know I didn't comment on that shit. You know I gave no fucking comment because I didn't have one. You are a bitch. All you do is talk about females. All you do is talk about females. You got the right bitch today. You got the right bitch today because I ain't the one. What you talking about? I was already in Big Chuck room before you came in that motherfucker. And when I went to the room yesterday, I was already in the room. Nigga, you a fucking lie, because I'll send you the motherfucking YouTube. The first thing that came, if you can shut up and listen, the first thing that came out their motherfucking mouth is, how do you feel about Wack and Big U? I said, let me tell you this. Big U is my uncle. Wack is my uncle. Wack has done more for me than any motherfucking body. So I have no comment towards that. Stop fucking lying, niggas, on record.
What are you talking about?